Hi everyone, we're the CapitalNet TV and this is Capital Calls, the weekly news update. First up, investments globally. Bird scoots away with $275 million. Dockless electric scooter startup Bird raised $275 million in a new round of funding. Sequoia Capital led the Series D financing, which brings the company's valuation to $2.75 billion. Unqork raises $80 million for no-code apps. New York-based Unqork, a software startup whose tools help businesses develop applications without using lines of code, has raised $80 million in a Series B round led by Alphabet's Capital G. Tokyo's AI medical service secures $43 million. Tokyo-based AI medical service, a developer of endoscopic software powered by artificial intelligence, announced that it has raised $42.9 million in a Series B round. Next Insurance secures $250 million. Next Insurance, a provider of digital insurance for small businesses, has raised $250 million in a round that takes its valuation to slightly above $1 billion. German insurance giant Munich Re led the financing for the 3-year-old Silicon Valley-based company. Contentstack piles up $31.5 million. Contentstack, a developer of what is described as the needless modern content management system, announced that it has raised $31.5 million in a Series A round led by Insight Partners. Escalate secures $282 million for fourth fund. Austin-based Escalate Capital Partners has announced a first close of $282 million for its fourth and largest fund to date. The firm will use the money to provide loans and some equity to venture and growth capital-backed companies. Asystem raises $4 million for male wellness. Asystem, a startup focused on men's wellness space, raised a $4 million seed round. The Los Angeles company offers a subscription-based daily vitamin supplement package and a skincare package. AI startup SparkCognition raises $100 million. SparkCognition, an Austin-based artificial intelligence technology startup, has raised $100 million in a Series C financing led by March Capital Partners. The round brings total funding to date for the 5-year-old company to $175 million. Moving on to mergers and acquisitions, Taboola and Outbrain are merging into a $2 billion company to better compete with Facebook. Two competing New York-based digital native advertising companies founded by Israelis are merging to take on a pair of far loftier competitors, Facebook and Google. Taboola and Outbrain are finally coming together in a cash equity deal under the Taboola brand. The deal will give Outbrain's shareholder $250 million along with 30% ownership in Taboola. Tesla just quietly acquired a 4-year-old startup to fill its autopilot talent gap. Musk's electric car maker has acquired Mountain View, California-based DeepScale, a 4-year-old 30-person startup specializing in developing computer vision and perception for autonomous vehicles for an undisclosed amount. Group 9 acquires PopSugar. Digital publisher Group 9 Media has agreed to acquire women-focused content provider PopSugar in an all-stock deal at a reported valuation of over $300 million. Founded in 2006, San Francisco-based PopSugar previously raised over $40 million in a venture funding. Honda acquires Drivemode. Honda R&D announced its buy of Redwood City, California-based Drivemode, a developer of smartphone apps for drivers, for an undisclosed amount. The deal is notable in part because it marks Honda's first startup acquisition. That's it from the Capital Calls Global. Tune in next week for more such weekly updates.